Welcome back to PB Talks, and I'm just tired, seriously. I mean, I didn't play, I didn't go there. I just sat at home and watched that on my laptop, on my monitor, and I'm tired. Only sport, if you're deeply invested into a team, you can feel tired despite not playing on the ground. Because I aged from 26 to 35 to 75 to 10 and back to 26, all in a space of 4 hours. And that is what Chennai Super Kings makes you. That is what even IPL has made you. Made you do. Because last 3-4 matches, everything has gone on to the last ball. And today was no different. Chennai Super Kings, we are experts of doing this. We make an easy chase look difficult. That is what our expert is. I'll get into detail in a sec. But if you're new to this channel, make sure to stick a like. It definitely helps the algorithm. Make sure to subscribe to PB Talks. I've just crossed 1,000 subs and on my way to 2,000 subscribers. And hopefully by doing more CSK content like this, I can definitely get to 2,000 by the end of the season. There are still plenty of games to go. At least 10. So hopefully with every video that a lot of you people, not more people interact with me in my comment section and whatnot. So 15th April 2013 was the last time that Chennai Super Kings lost at Chepauk to a team that is not named Mumbai Indians. Almost 10 years later, about 21 matches later, we finally lose to a team that is not named Mumbai Indians. Our fortress is being breached, and from what looked like we were getting there to completely lost hope, to then all from them within touching distance, and then Sandeep Sharma's 3 Yorkers just doing a job at the end of the day. And CSK RR was always going to be a great contest, was always going to be a great battle. RR, to be fair, have dominated us over the last few years in terms of head-to-heads, at least since 2020. 2020, they beat us twice. 2021, they beat us once. Last season, they beat us once. And this season, they've already beaten us once. And one common denominator between this season and last season, the differentiating factor, our very own YouTuber, aka cricketer, named Ravichandran Ashwin. What a player. He's just street smart. He just knows what he's doing. And be it with the bat, be it with the ball, he just knows how to make things stick. He just knows how to get things done. And probably that is why he is one of the greatest cricketers India has ever produced. We won the toss. We chose to bowl. I thought we would have batted first, considering this a Chepauk wicket, and it slowly wears down towards the second innings, and we can use a spin to choke them. But Dhoni thought that Dube was going to be a factor. Dube actually came in, but it was not big of a factor in context. And if you look at the difference between the two sides, one was how they used spin to choke us in the middle overs, and how only one of our spinners worked and the other one was taken for runs. And second one, the catching and the fielding, the difference between both the sides. Moeen dropped 2 catches, missed a simple run out, and Theekshana missed the easy catch on the last ball. And when you look at the Rajasthan side, they took every single one of their catches. I mean, it was every single catch they took, and some of them were not easy, by the way, especially the ones of Moeen, where Sandeep Sharma had to take a superb catch and a couple of other catches as well. But their catching was outstanding. They say catches win matches. And we dropped 3 catches, and you're not going to win matches when you drop catches like that. It's as simple as that. And they were put into bat. We got Yashasvi Jaiswal out early, but they have that Padikkal and Josh Butler begin the rebuild. Padikkal was dropped by Moeen. Theekshana came back, and we'll just talk about the changes before we go into the game. Maheesh Theekshana walked straight into the lineup. Santner had to go out, unfortunately. Deepak Chahar was out. He'll be out for a few weeks, according to what Stephen Fleming says. Akash Singh made his debut. I thought he did well on his first appearance. And otherwise, the lineup remained pretty much the same. Moeen Ali did come back in place of Pretorius. Sisanda Magala kept his place. And that was the lineup. Pretty strong lineup, to be fair, even with the injuries. Rajasthan Royals did not have Trent Bolt. He missed out because of a niggle, and we should have used that situation more in our favor, because we should have scored more runs without the likes of Trent Bolt, because Ruturaj Gaikwad always has a weakness against Trent Bolt. And today, not seeing him in the lineup could have made him a bit, say, relieved, because he always gotten out to him, at least in the first over. But again, Devon Padikkal was dropped off Theekshana. And then again, we let runs go in the power play for fun. We conceded about 60 in the first 6 overs. And then we brought in Jadeja. Jadeja picked up Padikkal, caught in the deep, beautified by Devon Conway. And then 2 balls later, produced this absolute brilliant ball to Sanju Samson. This is what you call the textbook left arm off spinner's delivery to a right-hander. Pitching on middle, hitting on off stump. Sanju Samson had no clue whatsoever. And immediately they got in Ravindra Ashwin because they wanted to try something. And to be fair, it worked. But it should have been out in the first ball as well. Edge and an easy catch. You're in the slips. It's a straightforward catch to you. You should have caught that. And you think you have Rahane in your team. And Rahane is probably one of India's best ever slip fielders. He hardly drops anything. Even if you throw a grape at him, he'll probably catch it easily. That's how comfortable he is at the slips. And him not being at the slips absolutely was baffling. Moeen Ali dropped 2 catches there, and he also missed the run out of Ravindra Ashwin. I don't know whether he saw it as a cricket ball, or whether he saw it as a dove soap literally slipping out of his hands every single time he tries to grab at it. Either the ball was like a dove soap, or he was Moeen Pickford. The way he was flapping at the ball. I mean, he couldn't catch it cleanly. I mean, you're a cricket player. Come on. You do these in your daily activities. He just couldn't do it. It's probably one of those days, probably one of those disaster days when Murphy's Law comes into play. If anything can go wrong, it will. And probably did go wrong for Moeen Ali. But still, we were able to bring it back, and we kind of controlled the middle overs quite decently. And towards the end, I think we bowled extremely well. I mean, first of all, I have to give credit to Jadeja. He bowled extremely well, and he was just outstanding. I mean, when runs are going at the other end, you need someone to pick up wickets, and Jadeja was the man. Moeen Ali went for runs in his first over, but second over, he came back and picked up the wicket of Josh Butler. Hetman got a few hits there, but apart from that, nothing really to speak of. Akash Singh, I thought he did well on his debut. Yes, he did go for a few runs. The nerves did kick in, but I thought he bowled well. Tushar Deshpande, I thought, was superb today. He's slowly coming onto his own as a CSK bowler. Theekshana, not the greatest of day, but he could have done with help from his fielders and himself dropping the last ball off Adam Zampa, an easy catch. Jadeja was outstanding. Moeen Ali was fair enough. And Sisanda Magala. And talk about the curse of injuries again. And Sisanda Magala looks like to be out for 1 or 2 weeks because he caught a web split in his hand while catching the ball. And I think it was the dismissal of who was it dismissal that? It was Ravindra Ashwin, yeah. And Akash Singh, he got him out. And Sisanda Magala, while catching it, developed a web split in his finger. Hopefully, he's not out for too long and he comes back very, very soon. But, geez, our luck with injuries. Fuck my life. Now that's how many people injured now? There's Deepak Char out. Now there's Magala out. Now there is Stokes, who's been monitored on a daily basis. And with all the addition of Mukesh Chaudhary and Jameson out for the season, you just have to make use of the squad now. And hopefully Magala is back. Hopefully he's not ruled out of the season so that we need to find another replacement who can again get injured. That's just been our luck with injuries this season. So we bowled decently. There were not many extras, only 10 extras in 20 overs. And 175 to chase. We needed a solid start from our batters. And middle, we knew that they were going to choke us with the spin trio of Adam Zampa, Ravindra Ashwin, and Yuzvendra Chahal. Ashwin coming back into his home place. Adam Zampa coming on as an impact substitute for Josh Butler, and Yuzvendra Chahal doing what Yuzvendra Chahal does. We got off to a decent start, even though Gaikwad got out pretty early. I think that's what people will try to do him now. Keepers will try to stand up for Gaikwad, so that he does not have that does not have the free rein to step out of his crease and like he does for some of the fast bowlers. Sandeep Sharma and Kuldeep Sen, they started off brilliantly and they got the wicket of Ruturaj Gaikwad, and then the spinners came in. And to be honest, Conway did fairly decently. Yes, he did get a 50, but to be honest, he was running out of partners. Both him and Rahane were doing very well in the middle, and they had a very good partnership of 50 plus before Rahane tried to sweep a straight one. Rahane again, like the last game, he was controlling the innings. It was just classy shots. He just knew what he was doing alongside Devon Conway. And we got to about 45 in 6 overs, which is not a bad start, to be fair. 45 of 6 overs when you're chasing 175, you will kind of take it. Yes, you would want 50, 55, but 45 for 1 of 6 overs, you will say it's okay. You will kind of take that one. But once Rahane went out, things went absolute haywire for us. Shivam Dube, I mean, couldn't connect back to ball again. He was struggling. His foot was as static as the Liberty statue. Moeen came in. It just wasn't his day. Ambati Rayudu came in, went out, impact substitute. Not sure for who though. And we were just slowly losing our way. And Jadeja and Dhoni came in and they needed like 63 or 5 overs. And if you look at the middle overs progression, you look at here, big up to cricket for though. Power play, we got to 45. And by the end of 16 overs, we reached only 117. That's about only 70 runs in the 10 overs, leaving yourself about 60 to chase in the last 4 overs. That is not really good enough when you're chasing a big score. And 175 is not really a big score when you look at other venues like Chinnaswamy or Wankhede. But when it comes to Chepauk, 175 is a very, very good score because with the spin choke in the second innings, it gets really harder for the batters to go at it. And when you're chasing for 60 of like 4 overs, there is only 1 in a million chance that you will actually win it from there because the batters will go for it. Not every time they're going to connect the ball properly, and so you will get catches like that. And catches, Rajasthan took their catches absolutely brilliantly. Catches win you matches, and that is what won their game for them. And Jadeja and Dhoni were set with the task of finishing in the innings from an improbable situation. I mean, 63 of 31, you were like, they have to go for it. I know you are the only 2 batters remaining, but you found yourself in a situation where you had to chase 54 of 3 overs. We got it to 40 of 2 overs. We got it to 21 of last over. And we just lost the game by 3 runs. Which clearly shows that the middle order didn't really do its job. The strike rotation was pathetic. We played too many dots. We just couldn't connect back to ball. Devon Conway couldn't go for it because he was losing partners 1 by 1. People will say Devon Conway played slowly. I don't think he did play slowly. It was just a situation that forced him to play slowly because he had to hold one end when someone else was going. He needed somebody like a Rahane to go out from the other end, and none of them did. They just held out. Shivam Dube was very unlucky in the way that he should have reviewed it. It looked at the start that he was trapped plumb in front by Ravindra and Ashwin. He didn't even go for the review. But if he had taken the review, he could have actually saved his wicket because wickets were actually missing when Shivam Dube had reviewed that. But saying that he didn't get going. Moeen, Ambati, Rayudu never really got going. And the spin choke effectively is what won them the game. You look at that spin, you look at the spin bowling, and it is light and day clear of what we had. 4 overs for 43 for Zampa. Yes, he did go for runs, but he picked the wicket at the end. Ashwin and Chahal just going above 6 runs. I mean, that in itself is about 12 overs and just about 95 runs. 12 overs, if you've conceded only 95 runs and you've picked up 5 wickets, that itself is a job well done. And then let us talk about these last 2 players. Ravindra, Jadeja and Mahendra Singh Dhoni or Tala, who went out onto the field as this 200th captain, game as captain for Chennai Super Kings. What a legend he has been for us. It's big 2023 and we still have Dhoni and Jadeja to save our ass. it's not a dig at them. It's just that we should have started looking beyond them. Yes, they have been great servants. Yes, they can still do it. But I think it is time we see beyond them. I mean, it is brilliant to see Dhoni did the way what he did. And you look at that, 54 of 3 overs to 7 of 3 balls. When batting pad does that, what they did to you, Jadeja and Dhoni were in tandem doing what they did. And when you're in 7 of 3 balls, I legit got the hope that flipping hell, we were actually going to do this. We're actually going to win. But that ball, I don't think Dhoni could connect properly. It was not a Yorker. It was probably a back of the line delivery, which is sort of another one of Dhoni's weaknesses against the back of the line deliveries. He does not strike them well as he does with the fuller balls. Because the 2 balls before that, Sandeep Sharma missed the Yorker and Dhoni carted him over the leg side for 6. 7 of 3 became 6 of 2, 5 of 1, and it was all set for a Dhoni finish. I was thinking, please don't do this. Please don't do this. My heart can't take it anymore. I'm only 26 years of age. I don't want to die of a heart attack very early. But Sandeep Sharma just delivered that Yorker, and he couldn't do anything, to be honest. And we lost by 3 runs at the end of the day. And yeah, as much as he's only 41 years old, he still instills fear into every single opposition. I mean, you look at the games he has played already. Gujarat Titans, he came in, got in a 7-ball 14. Lucknow Super Giants game, 2 balls, 2 sixes, then he bounced. This game, 15 balls, he got 30, 17 balls, he got 32. I mean, he's just on another level this season, and I can't wait to see him play at his playground at the Chinnaswamy, where he likes to score runs for fun on the 17th when we play Royal Challengers Bangalore, then Pricks down the road on Monday. I just want us to beat them no matter what. And because if we, by mistake, lose to them, they'll go on as if it's the biggest thing since sliced bread in history, living history for them. And first of my 2 predictions have gone wrong. I predicted we'll beat Rajasthan and RCB. One of them went absolutely wrong. And hopefully the second one at least comes true. And I just hope we come back against RCB and win that, because we got a list of games coming up. After that, we got RCB, we got Sunrisers, we got KKR, and the list goes on and on. So there is no time to sit down and fret about this. It is a loss. We messed up in certain situations, or Moeen Ali had a bad day. It happens to everyone. Hope he bounces back from this. Again, power play, we conceded runs. Our fielding was pathetic, and middle order we failed to rotate strike properly. I mean, as I said earlier, we only scored 70 runs in the middle part of 10 overs, which is not what you want while you're chasing 175, especially at Chepauk. You need to score a lot faster. And these are things to ponder. A lot of positives, like Rahane, like Devon, Conway, Dhoni, Jadeja, almost finishing the game for us. And in bowling, Jadeja just doing what he does. He's been a vital cog in our team this season. Theekshana will step up. I think he will. It's only his first game since he did wonderfully in the New Zealand tour. Tushar Deshpande, I think, has slowly come along as a good bowler. He's been superb. And on to the next game. And hopefully, next game, I know this for a fact, but still I know they will give me BP, tension, everything. And when my postmortem is written, one of the main reasons will not be heart attack, will not be diabetes, it will be Chennai Super Kings. With that, I'll end this review. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to PB Talks. Make sure you share it around to your CSK fan friends and even Rajasthan fan friends and anyone, to be fair, because I'm one of them ones who talks from here. No script, no nothing, just coming out of what I just think. I don't skirt around. I don't beat around the bush. I just speak it as it is. And that's what makes me what I am today. Make sure to stay safe. Make sure to wash them hands. And in our video, long Nandri Vanakkam. This is me, PB Talks, signing out.